Hi there, everybody, and I'm so glad that you could show up tonight to join me on my first show after a break of about 4 or 5 weeks. Just nice to take time out. And well, I couldn't have guessed when I wrote what I was going to be giving you this evening that our world would have shifted so dramatically in such a short space of time. And of course, we who are actively and consciously on a spiritual journey really need to work hard at holding our center and staying aligned, if you like, amidst all the chaos that's going on all around us. And not just chaos, quite a lot of fear. So it's about not giving your power away to all of that. And it's also about keeping your space clear. And that's why I called it all those weeks ago. I thought I'm going to go back to basics and start with the basic things of a spiritual life, because sometimes we get so caught up in, are we channeling or are we running workshops, doing this? And I can own that. We need to just pull ourselves back in and say, hang on a minute, what were the basics of all of this? Am I actually being what I'm talking about and what I'm sharing with other people? So I'm talking tonight, the basics I'm going to cover are cleansing and clearing your space. And I mean your space inside and outside. So we'll be doing a little inner work and we'll be talking about the outer work. So, I'm a great one for creating sacred space. Whenever I work with someone, and I know a lot of you are doing that, then of course we have to ensure that our rooms are cleansed and cleared, for example, of the past person's energy that's just been in, but also your own energy. You need to keep that refreshed and cleared. So I'm just going to share some ways that I do that with you this evening. And one of them is so essential, it's just quite basic, isn't it? It's lighting a candle. But the wonderful thing about it is to do it really consciously, and that is whether it's a lighter or whatever it is, as you ignite the flame, you're actually intending to create a sacred space. And all we need to do is just light the candle and invoke the power and presence of whatever we would like to invoke the power and presence of. For me, it's Mother, Father, God, and the source of all that is, and divine love. And I guess they're all wrapped in one. There's no separation. And I don't think it matters whether you're doing Reiki or Theta or all the different types of healing that are out there. We're all plugging in to that one wonderful, magical, mystical force of love. And that's really what tonight is all about. It's about powering up your life with love. And I'm going to bring forward my VIVA way of being. And VIVA for me, it's an acronym standing for voice work, vibration work, and that's the V. The I would be inner wisdom, inner healing, and the rest of the V's would be about visualizing, which is so very powerful. Whatever you can visualize, you can manifest. And then the A, VIVA, is all about the archangels who work with us, the ascended masters, because they're always there. They are always with you. And I've added love onto the VIVA love, because I bring now, this last year for me is all about energizing my work with divine love and bringing that huge aspect to it in the minutiae, in the detail of everything I'm doing and hopefully being. So, it really is just wonderful that you can join me just to reaffirm all of this. I know you know it, and I know we sometimes do it, but it's about being it and bringing it in at every available conscious moment and increasing those conscious moments and not getting caught up in the head and the head stuff that's going on, but continually just making that wee, what is it, about 18-inch journey into your heart and staying in the present moment. I think that's very important. So, okay, we've got our candle lit. So how are we going to cleanse and clear ourselves and our beautiful room? And you know, I just felt in our bedroom here the other week, gosh, there was a kind of a heavy atmosphere. Quite often we're out in the country here, so we get wafty smells from cows and heaven knows all what. And I thought, I just need to clear this place. It really isn't good. So here we go. I got a hold of my beautiful feather, which I'm glad to say Bill brought me back from Tucson this year. He was out at a lovely thing out there. And you can use either sage, or there are some lovely wood, just forgotten the name, I think it's temple wood or something like that, I just can't remember. But lots of lovely different things you can use just to go around. And what you're doing, what you're affirming when you're doing this brushing the energy out, is just intending, the power of intention. I now intend to cleanse and clear all the stagnant negative energy out of my room. And you know, when you really harness the power of your intention, there isn't anything that you cannot do. And so, you know me, I love sound. I love to make a noise, basically, whether it's my voice or chimes or the drum. And I think I can't really bring a drum on here, but I can bring my lovely little chimes. So I'll tell you what, if you go around your room with this, something like this, or a bell, and intend to shift all the negative energy out of corners, behind cupboards, behind doors, you know, those sticky bits, you will really do it. You will know a tremendous difference. And I'll tell you what, when I was doing the bedroom, I paid particular attention to the bed. I really cleared the energy in the bed. I think I had an upset tummy or something, and I thought, I just want to get rid of all that energy. I don't need that anymore. I'm cleansing and clearing it out. So that's kind of a general thing. Right now, I'm talking to you from my dining room, and you know, I keep it really clear because people are coming and going all the time. We have a lot of visitors, we have clients, we have students, and you know, with the best will in the world, I love them all, no doubt about it, but people bring stuff in. So again, going round, and I can't help it, I'm just using that motion all the time. And I'm just cleansing and clearing everything, you know, with love and laughter and lightness, nothing serious or anything like that. But you know what it does? It raises the vibration. It really does. And you feel it. And I can remember the last time I did a big clearing in here, Bill got 2 or 3 new clients really quickly. So, you know, it really shifts energies. So be aware if you feel things aren't quite moving on the way you would like them to, be aware that just shifting that energy is so amazing. Okay. So now you all know that I love to use the voice, and there's another thing you can do. Now, the sound of E, okay, it's a really penetrating sound, and you can go in and just stand in a corner and make that sound. Again, harnessing the power of your intention. When I make this sound, I am going to cleanse and clear this corner of all stagnant energy. Take a deep breath. Absolutely, and I mean, you know, that would frighten the French. That would be like going and standing and playing the bagpipes in the corner. And why not? If you have bagpipes, use them as well. You know, I just feel spirituality is incredibly simple. We have all the tools. We can go out and buy all the bits and bobs, or we can use what we have. We've got it all. Beautiful voices. That's a shrill sound. Nothing's going to survive that. I hope you have, by the way. So, you know, get in amongst your stagnant areas. Now, here's another thing, and I've got to own this. The desk in my office at the moment, because I'm deep into an educative period, I'm learning a whole load of stuff about this computer that I can't even go into. and lots of new ways of doing things. So you can't really see my desk at the moment for bits of paper and notes on this and notes on that. She said this, la, 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 client notes, you name it. And then I look beyond that, and there is a kind of a backlog of that. And I know without the shadow of a doubt that this weekend, that's number one job is to get in about that. Tidy up the clutter. It has an amazing effect. It has a calming effect on your mind. It's as if you've taken a moment in time just to do that's in that file, that's in that file. While you're doing that out there, it's also working in here, and it can bring in immense clarity. And I absolutely love people that are so good at all this thing. They do it, it's part of their personality, it's part of their character, the way they are, and I bless them. And part of me wishes that I just had a tiny bit of that. I tend to let it go quite a bit until I've got quite a pile, and then I go in and I have a blitz, as it were. So that's what I'm doing this weekend. And I know without the shadow of a doubt that when I do that, it will create a huge shift in what I'm doing. It will actually move me on, because at some level it's blocking things. Things aren't flowing maybe the way they could be. And I think that's what, when I read some of the stuff on Facebook, and I think, wow, you know, I'm hearing that there are some blocks. So we need to move beyond that. So it's about, think of your whole house. Where else? How's the wardrobe? How's your wardrobe? Maybe could be doing with going in and having a wee look and saying, well, I haven't worn that for a year or so. Do I really need it? Could I chuck it into the local charity shop? Somebody might benefit from that. So, you know, it's about constantly clearing and getting rid. And of course, that in itself can benefit others. So have a good look round at the bedroom. Shoes. Don't you just love shoes? Well, you can only wear so many pairs of shoes. You only have 2 feet. And I do know some pals who have loads and loads of shoes. They're doing the Imelda what's it, and that's their main thing, and it is wonderful. However, you know, keep the shoes moving, you keep your feet moving, keep your legs moving, keep your hips moving forward with love. It doesn't say you're not rejecting the shoes, but somebody else might be able to get inside them and jive along with your shoes on. That would be fantastic. Okay, so I'm just ticking bits off as we go on here, because the next bit I'm going to come to is the heart of your house. And the heart of your house is without doubt the kitchen. Now, I'm very blessed. I have a lovely, lovely kitchen here. When we came here, it had all been freshly done, beautifully done. And it has a utility room off as well, which is so good, so handy. And I have actually done it quite recently, just going into each cupboard and getting stuff out, because, you know, we don't do it intentionally, but stuff, tin or whatever, gets stuck away at the back, probably dated a year or so ago. You're not going to use it, it's out of date. So it's about cleansing, cleaning, chucking the old stuff out. And I mean, it is a metaphor for everything, isn't it? It's a metaphor for letting go of the past, and you just don't need it. It's not serving. And then you can organize your cupboards, have everything in space, clearing the surface. What a difference it makes. And I mean, I'm quite clear on my surfaces in the kitchen in that area, but just like everybody else, I can get totally out of control. And again, you just need to go in and have a wee bit of a blitz. So, you know, some of these are the principles, in fact, of feng shui. And of course, feng shui is all about increasing the flow of qi, that's the energy, around your house, around every aspect. So I'm actually quite an obsessive when I'm washing the floor, which I do quite often here. I'm mopping and I'm looking into the corners. I'm speaking to you because I've got a wee thing about going into the corners and making sure the corners are all cleaned out. And when I'm doing it, I'm just saying, and I'm leaving no stone unturned. And it is a metaphor for working on yourself and constantly working on yourself. Because, you know, okay, I'm a life coach, a soul empowerment, voice empowerment coach, whatever, you know, I've sort of gone beyond the stage of labels. I just do what I do. I've got whole lots of tools in my kit bag. And I know I need to keep this instrument clear, otherwise I'm not going to be able to help other people. So I reach out. I have a beautiful coach. She is amazing. And in fact, I've got more than one. I also have another beautiful gentleman who helps me too. And they are both exceptional. And they really help me. And they've got their stuff. And sometimes we do a swap. And I help them with their stuff. So bottom line is, if you're out there and you are helping with the best will in the world, you're going to take stuff on. You know, you're going to take a little on. And just think about what's been going on in our world here in the United Kingdom in the last few days. I'm not attaching to it. I'm not buying into it, but it's in the air. You know, it's almost tangible. And so some of it will be sticking. So again, it is about learning to really cleanse and clear yourself. Yeah. So I guess that's all. I'm sure you can think of other things about the outside that you would like to clear and ways of doing it. But if I could advise you just to go around every single room with the pure intention of cleansing and clearing it of all stagnant, negative energy, you will find you raise your own vibration and indeed the vibration of the entire family and your pets. They love it. They adore it. My Mr. Murphy just loves it. And you know, he was attuned to Reiki Masters by the lovely John McGeoch last November. And ever since then, he really has been meditates every day with me anyway. But I know that he is always very grateful when I clear the energies because he's become really sensitive. So become aware of your pets and their requirements too. But you know, when we come inside, when we come to cleanse and clear our inner beings, then I think that is easy. A lot of people think it's difficult, and of course a lot of people think life is difficult. We need to reframe that. My life is getting easier and easier. My life is getting happier and happier. My life is getting fuller and fuller of love, and I am bringing love into every tiny aspect. So, you know, what I'm going to invite you to do right now is close your eyes. This is just a quickie, but close your eyes. That's it. Take all your awareness to your breathing. Beautiful. And just send your roots down into the earth. Plug into Mother Earth. And then take all of your awareness up to the top of your head, sending your beautiful connection up. You're always connected, but you're just reaffirming and plugging into love. And then I want you to see all 12 chakras just between the source above and your roots into the earth. 12 chakras. And all you need to do right now is form that gorgeous intention. I now intend to cleanse, clear, and balance all my chakras for my highest good and my greatest joy. And you know, we're also just going to call that love to come down, the love that goes beyond all understanding, the love that comes from the highest of the high, the ascended masters, the archangelic realms, the councils of Christed beings. We're calling that love down and down. And you know, that's what we were doing tonight, right at the top of the show. We created that sacred space, and here is love flooding into our sacred space tonight. You see, it's you and I. You and I are creating that beautiful space, heart to heart. And right now, your intention, through the power of your beautiful voice, because you're going to allow your voice to be used as an instrument of the divine. And we're going to make that lovely sound that is a heart sound. And you're going to focus primarily on your heart, and you're going to expand and amplify this love within your heart. So in a moment, I'm going to invite you to breathe in and make the sound of ah 3 times. So when you're ready, breathing in. Ah. Beautiful work, cleansing. Now we're moving on to clearing the heart. Breathing in. Beautiful work, cleansing, clearing, and now balancing all 12 chakras, coming into alignment, powering them up with love, breathing in. And just feel that beautiful energy. It's coming in like white, misted smoke almost. And it's working through all your chakras. It's cleansing them, clearing them, balancing them, core aligning you to source and the earth. And I want you just to feel that beautiful source energy. It is divine love. And I want you to focus your intention on filling up your physical body. Every cell in your physical body is filling up with this gorgeous love. Every cell, that means we're not leaving any cells out. And you've got about 700 trillion, something like that. It's mega, filling them up with love. Feel yourself amplify. Feel yourself expand, expand, expand. Perfect. And now do the same with your emotional body. Again, breathing in, breathing all that beautiful love and light into your emotional body, pushing out and anything away, any of the lower negative emotions, any guilt, any fear, negativity, shame, pushing it out and out and out. That's it. You're filling your emotional body with love. Soft, kind, understanding, compassionate love. Do you know what? You're doing the best you can. Totally the best you can. Pushing that wonderful energy now out into the mental body, out into your spiritual body, pushing that beautiful energy of love, filling those bodies until you're pushing right out now into the auric field. And I see Archangel Michael bringing a beautiful, beautiful cloak of purple around you, just the color I'm wearing tonight. He's blessing you with that gorgeous color, that beautiful cloak. And that's it. That's right. Feel the love. It's flowing to the tips of your fingers, tips of your toes, top of your head, and you are protected. And you are love in action. Know this. Know it to be true. Beautiful work. Well done. And I'm just going to invite you to open your eyes once again and reconnect. Reconnect with this beautiful world. Aren't we truly blessed to be on this planet at this time. We are evolutionaries, and we are the way showers, and it's all about change. Change is the constant, and we must learn to ride the waves. And doing what we've just done this evening, or this morning, or whatever time it is with you, is really going to help you keep your core straight and keep your head, while all around you might well be losing theirs. So that's good, just allowing yourselves to come back. Well done, you did that really well there. And you know, these are just basic things, so basic, so easy. Gosh, I mean, that didn't even take 10 minutes. That's how quick that was. But it's having that presence of heart, really. It's not about, I know a lot of people talking about mindfulness, and yes, I think mindfulness is wonderful, but I would like us to progress into heartfulness, just that present moment of being in your heart, not racing forward, not worrying about what will happen tomorrow or the next day or la, la, la. It's about breathing in this moment and in the silence of your heart and the quiet of your mind, just saying thank you, thank you. And the more you say thank you, the more you will be given to be grateful for. Well, there we are. I bet, you know, that time goes past so quickly when we're doing these programs. I'm keeping it to 30 minutes because I know we've all got busy lives and things to do, places to go, people to see. But I'm really hoping that you'll join me next time. In a fortnight's time, we're going to be working on how to do very powerful invocations and how to use them for manifesting abundance and all kinds of things. So it's not perhaps what you thought it was going to be, just ordinary invocations. We're going beyond that, and we're going to be using them for lots of lovely different things. So if you've enjoyed this tonight, and I hope you have, I hope you'll tell your friends and encourage more people to come on board and join our party. And it's always lovely to see more people. Now, Viva Love is my program. It's me. I'm looking to teach people what I do to become soul empowerment coaches. And I guess it is aimed at people who are already healing using one of the modalities, who would like to grow their self-belief, self-confidence in their channeling and using the voice, vibration, and the connection to source and love. And yep, if you are interested at all in furthering that, then please let me know. Drop me an email, info@patriciairiskerins.com, or visit the website and go through there, or go to my Facebook. I'm PIK Soul Coach on Facebook. And in fact, I've got a few pages. I think most of you know that. But I'm also doing a wee day in Drimmen at Tirnanog, Una's place, not far from here. And that's August 14th. And we're going to be doing a lovely day all about the Magdalene energy. And I think a lot of you know that I channel Mary Magdalene's beautiful words coming in. And I'm delighted to say that the Pope put out an edict just about 10 days ago where they honoured her as an apostle and removed all the negativity surrounding her. So well done, him. Yeah, that was a great thing to do. So yeah, if you would like to become immersed in the love that Mary Magdalene brings forward, all about divine feminine, all about accepting yourself, very much about working on the wounded divine feminine aspects and the shame body. And I've been doing a lot on myself just recently and getting some wonderful exercises through that I'll be able to share with you. So it's too deep. I feel it's too deep work to be doing on a program like this. But if you can manage along, if you live in Scotland, the Central Belt, then it would certainly be lovely to see you. Just a one day, but it will be profoundly powerful. And I'd love to see you on that. Well, that's our time up. I'm sending you all lots and lots of love and blessings. And, you know, drop me a line. Just do all this clearing. And what a difference you'll notice in your life. It really will raise the vibration through the roof. All righty. Take care till the next time. And I think off the top of my head, 12th of July. See you then. Bye for now.